a medical doctor come up to me once at the American Diabetes Foundation. They asked me to speak. And I'm the only one that spoke at the American Diabetes Foundation. I'm the only one that spoke about curing. Everyone else, even Brian, they asked Brian too from the Hippocrates, talk about curing anything. I'm talking about getting rid of these things, fixing and rebuilding and curing and things like this. This medical doctor came up and was yelling at me and said, "You're Dr. Morse?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "I heard you're telling people you can cure diabetes." And I thought, oh, here we go. So I said, "No," I said, I teach them they can. Just to get that away from me that way. Well, he was getting madder and madder and madder, and he said, "I'm an osteopathic endocrinologist. I've been to school 15 years. 15 years. And I looked at him and I said, "You're an osteopath?" I said, "That's interesting." And I said, "You've been to school 15 years? I said, "What causes diabetes?" I said that right to him. He looked at me and he said, "It's an autoimmune problem." I said, "That means you don't know what causes it, right?" Boy, he got red. And he just said something to me that, and I said, "I'll tell you what I'll do." I said, "I'm going to come to your office. I'm going to take 100 of your patients, and I'll show you what I can do to them." He turned around and walked right off.
Wow.
Didn't say a thing to me. If you're going to chastise us, you're going to come down on us, then we're going to come to you with the news media, because we're friends with the news media, and we're going to show you what we can do. And we don't have any takers on that.